Hey guys, Gino Zero. Alright, everybody was asking about the hamburger buns and hot dog buns and was wondering how you make them. So I reckon I'll just show you how we make them. This is the same dough as what we had from the homemade bread recipe, which I guess I'll put a link to that video somewhere so you can look at the recipe for the homemade bread. This is the second time this dough has risen. So we've let it rise twice. And now we're going to just take our dough, punch it down a little bit, toss it out onto the floured countertop. Come on, dough, a little cooperation. There we go. All right, and just take your bowl and throw it there like that. Now we're going to knead it up a little bit. Just kind of make it a log, elongate it out. You want it to kind of keep it the same consistency as you do with everything else. Make it like it be all the same width and length and height. Consistency helps make better buns. As good as you can anyway. Like I say, I'm not an expert baker dude. I'm just a dude. Then you take your fancy dough cutter, big silver square thing, madilly jilly bomb. You cut some sections of dough like that. Then what I'll do is get a couple of them, and then I just take them and roll them in my hand like this, about the size of my palm of my hand. Once you get about the size that you want, then you can go ahead and make your little dough ball. Make it look all nice and pretty. Like that. And in your hand, knead it together. Now we're going to take it and put it onto a baking sheet. Just like that. I'm going to kind of flatten it out a little bit because it's going to rise. And we're going to fill up our whole baking sheet just like that with dough. Then we're going to put them back into the oven. This is not a hot oven, it's not on. This is just where we've been letting the dough rise. And let them rise again for about 10 or 15 minutes until they get about this size. And then we're going to turn the oven on and bake them all at once. And we'll get back with you whenever that's all said and done. But so far, what you need to remember is make the regular bread dough, just like we made it. Roll it out into a log. Cut your sections. Cut chunks of dough off of it. Just make your dough balls. I'll make them, like I say, about the size of the palm of my hand. And I'm not some great big giant boat oar handed dude, just a regular size. So I don't know how big that is. What is that, 2 inches maybe or so? Then make your little dough ball. Put it on your baking sheet, a couple inches apart because they're going to rise. As you see, they're going to rise up again. And then these are here really, really close to being baked. So we're going to get these in the oven and get them baked, and we'll catch up with you whenever it's all said and done. Now, if you wanted to make a hot dog bun, you would do the same thing. Cut your sections of dough like this. But instead of making it a dough ball, you'd want to make it, I don't know, the shape of a hot dog bun comes to mind. Just make it and form it like that. About the length or so of your hand, because remember, they're going to expand both ways. Flatten it out so that it has room to rise. About the size of your hand, about the length from the back of your palm to into your fingers. And then you're going to bake them the same way that you bake all the rest of the bread for about 25 to 35 minutes at 350 degrees. It may take a little bit less time because it's flatter. You want to keep an eye on it when you're cooking. Everything will cook differently because everybody has different ovens. So this is just what we do. So there you go. There's the beginning of your hot dog bun. Form it up. Same thing. Put it back into the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes, or back into wherever it is that you're letting your dough rise. Whether you're letting it rise next to your fireplace, or whether you're letting it rise in the dehydrator, or you got your dogs barking about in the background wanting it to rise. You know, either way. So there you go. Hot dog buns, hamburger buns. We're going to bake them. You know, crap. And then we'll be back. Okay, what I've got in this bowl here is 1 egg white and 2 teaspoons of water. Just the white, not the yolk. Yolk does not do the same thing. It's I don't know the science behind it. Like I say, I'm not some baker dude, I'm just a dude. This is the egg wash that we use. Just brush it on the tops of your rolls, or your buns, and it'll give that nice golden brown, delicious finish. Across the top, we're going to just brush all of them like this. Don't overdo it. Egg wash the top of them before you bake them. Also, now is the time when you're forming up your buns and you're forming up the dough for your buns. Like when you have it just like it is right now, we're making more buns. Now is the time when you're actually making your dough ball. That if you wanted to add any kind of seasoning to this, somebody was asking about the Italian bread and the flavored bread and stuff. Now is when you can add any kind of little spices or seasonings to the dough and roll it up in there for flavoring. If you wanted to add a little bit of Italian seasoning, sprinkle it on there. Poppy seeds, sesame seeds, garlic, onions, whatever you like, throw it in there because it's all good. So there you go. We wanted to throw that on there, and don't forget about the egg wash. And we're going to get these going in the oven, and we'll get right back with you. Okay, guys, I wanted to show you the finished product here. We pulled them out of the oven right at about 30 minutes, and we set them back here on our freezer on cooling racks to kind of cool off the hamburger buns and the hot dog buns. There you go. That's what they look like. Sorry about the bad lighting in here. But we are good for hamburgers and hot dogs or any kind of sandwiches. And that's how we do them. So, thanks for watching. I hope this helps. If I can do it, you can do it. And I really mean it. So, y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. God bless. In the end. Buzz, buzz. The end.